I shifted from Ranchi to Delhi. People used to make fun of me, call me Behenji, ask me, is it a village or something? I secured a seat at SRCC and my self-confidence was shattered to an extent that I stopped going to college. My father was like, you have watched Dear Zindagi recently, that is the reason you want to go to a therapist. My name is Avni. In 12th, with God's grace, I scored 98% and I secured a seat at SRCC, and it was just like a dream come true kind of situation. But we generally don't know what time holds for us, because I shifted from Ranchi to Delhi. So people used to make fun of me, call me Behenji, and they also used to ask me ki, do Jharkhand only have jhadiyas, and like, is it a village or something? So it was a very small incident, but then I tried fitting into the situation. I got my hair colored, I started wearing small dresses, because as an 18-year-old, all I wanted was to be here. All I wanted was acceptance. I was so used to acceptance that I craved for that existence. And somewhere trying to fit in, I started losing myself bit by bit. I became extremely vulnerable and I started depending upon every other person who used to speak sweet with me. And because of that, I landed up in a lot of wrong companies. There were people who bullied me. There were people who physically abused me. My self-confidence was shattered to an extent that I stopped going to college. When things went to this extreme, so my college professors were the one who took me to the doctors. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, acute depression. There was 6 to 7 ailments. So they wanted me to take a gap year from the college and then continue. But my father was like, you have been a topper throughout your life and I know you'll make it. It's just the anxiety of having competition around you. And he was not at all ready to accept the fact that no, it's not happening. His statement was, you have watched Dear Zindagi recently, that is the reason you want to go to a therapist. After that, my therapy, it went on. And in the initial 1 month, I think I was kept doped most of the time because I used to self-harm. So this continued for about an year. And I thought that I won't be able to complete my graduation from my dream college because doctors were asking me to drop out. Then I was lucky enough to find a professor who was extremely helpful. She took care of me like a child, and she told my parents that she will get a degree from this college and you don't need to worry about that. She used to keep me at her home. I used to play with her kids and she used to teach me, and even my mother and my mother and one of my school friends, they had literally no clue about economics, but still I was not able to read and retain, so they used to make small stories out of the entire chapters, and that is how I graduated from that place. But then I realized that only excelling in the academic thing is not that good if you cannot develop other aspects of your life. So I thought that I'll take a gap year, I'll come in terms with everything, I'll focus on myself so that I can restart on my journey for the dream wall. There was a time that I was just lying on my bed and I was thinking of all the dreams I have had. I felt like a failure for 3 years of my life, and I was just lying on my bed and was thinking that will I ever be back there again, or will I always be with a failure tag? Will I always be this psycho for a few people? That day I thought that no, there is no point in continuing life because I'm not adding any value to the society. But when I was writing certain blogs about how I was getting through my life, and I just received a random mail where someone called me a hope, and that was a time it struck me that okay, if I cannot be an IAS officer, I can at least be a hope for a person who is going through the similar situation. Because when I was going through all these things, I used to randomly search on net that is there any such case who has been healed, but I couldn't find a lot of people opening up about it. So that then was the time I decided that if I can't be anything, I won't stop myself from being that hope, and I'll live to help the others. I certified myself in life coaching, in NLP, in art therapy, self-love workshops, and a lot of other things. That is how I started with few projects in Ranchi, whereby I started Project We Care. So in Project We Care, we try to make mental health more affordable to the people, just because I wanted to become the hope that I once needed in my life.